problem with the Roman army is they didn't have enough elephants.
Oh, I didn't see you
Didn't
there.
see you there.
Alright, so this is Socrates. Socrates worked incredibly hard teaching the youth of Greece, Athens specifically, and he was told by his society that he needed to stop educating the youth because they didn't want the youth to be educated. They didn't want them to be able to question their society. But he kept on teaching. He refused to stop working so hard, even though they threatened to put him to death, and he worked until his dying day when he had to poison himself. So he died. He poisoned himself.
This is Helen Keller. Helen Keller was born blind and deaf. She wasn't born blind and deaf, but she developed it when she was very young because of the disease. And so she grew up blind and deaf. And the doctors said that she would never be able to read, write, or communicate with her family.
Blind and deaf. Can't see, can't hear. Blind and deaf.
So she literally had no way of like hearing people or reading words on a page. But with the help of her teacher, Anne Sullivan, her teacher, she listened really hard to her teacher. Once her teacher taught her to listen, she listened really hard to her teacher, and she was able to do these things that no one ever expected she would ever in her lifetime be able to do.
Angela Davis, civil rights activist, really cool. You should look her up later. Look her up, she's really cool. But she had interracial study groups that got broken up by the police. She lost her job because of her political affiliation. She was a communist. And she went to jail. I think I said that already. She overcame a lot. She worked really hard. Really hard worker. Probably listened to her teachers. Oh yeah, and now we're gonna take a little multiple choice quiz, a little test. And obviously we're gonna start with excellent effort, writing our first and last name, Miss
Mr.
Regan.
Brown.
The date, in my best handwriting. What do these three historical figures have in common?
Let's jot before we look at the answer
Well,
choices.
obviously.
Okay.
What do
I
you
think what they have in common is they're all people that no one believed in.
That's nice, I like that. I'm gonna write also that they worked really hard,
Mm.
overcame many challenges, persevered, worked hard. All right, let's see. A, they all worked incredibly hard.
Maybe.
Magic, maybe.
B, they all overcame challenges. Slash the trash.
No. After. All right, they were all awesome, like Bed-Stuy Middle School scholars.
What? I didn't expect to see that
God.
on the test.
I
That's
really
crazy.
didn't
I guess
see
it's a
that.
maybe.
I mean, it's true. All right, or D.
All of the above. I guess it's gotta
I
be
think
D
it's
then.
gotta be D. All right.
So what's the point? What's the point? How does this connect to what they're going to be doing today?
I mean, they might not have to face poisoning or being jailed or being blind and deaf, but you guys really have overcome so much the past couple months. You've been working really hard. So you're gonna nail it. You got this. Deep breath in, deep breath out, slam the exam, you got it.
Go slam the exam.